Hey y'all, so before my battery dies really quick, how are y'all glowing today? It is Friday. Happy Friday. So I've dropped my girls off to daycare. It's officially been about 2.5 hours since I dropped them off. They haven't been to daycare in a year, so they are back at the same daycare that they were at a year ago. The transition was pretty easy. My baby girl Aria, the 1-year-old, she didn't cry that much, but Cadence, I could tell, she didn't cry a lot. Well, I had to pull her through the door, so let me not even lie. But they remembered her, so I know it's gonna be okay, and that's why I was so big on getting both of them back where they were last year. I don't know how I felt. My husband he called me. He was like, girl, what you doing? I bet you don't even know what to do with yourself. You don't know what side of town to be on, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, that's how I feel, because I was thinking about this last night before I went to sleep, and I was like, I'm finna have all of this time to myself. Like, my girls are finna be in daycare. I'm finna have all of this time. And I don't have a fear, but I want to make sure that I utilize my time wisely. Like, I should never be complaining about not getting anything done. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining about that as a mother, but I give my children my all every single day. So I be tired, blah, 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 but no excuses. But anyway, now, today, day one, I should not have any complaints about time and not getting anything done, because I have 8 to 9 hours that I can leave my girls at daycare. So it's, I just want to make sure that I utilize my time wisely and be strategic and do what I need to do during the day. Like, I shouldn't be running around. I shouldn't be doing anything last minute anymore. I should see growth from this point on. So right now, what am I doing with my time? It's been 2.5 hours since I dropped them off. I've actually gone around, because we're searching for an apartment or home where we need to move, like, in the next week or two. We've been needing to move, but since plans have changed and we're not moving to Georgia, now we're back looking around in our area. So that's what I did this morning. Checked out a couple places. I went and grabbed lunch, because my plan is to go in the library and sit in here for a few hours and actually catch up on some things and get some things done that I haven't been able to get done lately. So I'm gonna go sit and just chill and take my time and do some things. So I went and grabbed Chipotle, sat here and ate my lunch for about 15 minutes, and so I don't have a reason to be getting up or anything like that, or saying, oh, I need to go eat, blah, blah, blah. I'm definitely not going to put a lot of pressure on myself, because when I do that, I beat myself up, then I procrastinate, then I don't do anything. So I'm just going to take everything a step at a time. That's what I have to do. Like, I'm not trying to stress myself out. This is a whole new beginning, a new season for us. So I'm embracing it, and I'm just going to take it a day at a time. I'm seeking God for everything and His guidance and His wisdom. So I'm trying to be really easy on myself at the same time, because I can easily get to this place where I start beating myself up. And, oh, Crystal, you need to do that. I could be trying to do 10,000 things every day, because it's been a long time since I've had this this type of, not freedom, but this type of time, like, I don't have to worry about anything now, like stopping me or my girls or anything during the day. So I'm just Hey y'all, so while I was recording my first video, my phone went dead, as you can see. After spending I pretty much got everything settled and sat down about 11:45, So I spent about 3 hours in the library, 3 hours and about 10 minutes, and it's gonna take some time, but I started doing some things, and then I realized that I was kind of all over the place. Oh gosh, the air is loud, I forgot. But I started doing some things, and then kind of realized that I was all over the place. So then I stopped and I sat back for about 5-10 minutes and started listening to this book I've been listening to on Kindle called Switch on Your Brain. It's a must. And listen to that for a little bit, and then I started doing some other things like catching up on some bills. But and I wrote down what I did in those 3 hours, which was very important for me because that was the first thing that came to my mind when I sat down. I was like, in my mind, track what you're doing, what you're going to be doing. Like, just write down what you're doing in these 3 hours. So every hour from 11:45 to 1:45 to 1:45 to 2:45, I wrote down what I was doing. And this is going to give me clarity because I know managing my time has always been the issue for me. So I know that now that I really have time to do stuff and get things done, I got to get clarity on what it is I need to be working on right now, because I'm a multitasker, and multitasking is not good for me because I could be the way that I multitask. Well, multitasking isn't good, period, but the way that I multitask is, I'm sorry for the light, y'all, like the sun and everything. I go from one thing every second. Like, okay, anything that pops in my mind, it's crazy, y'all. So I could be like, because I don't know what to do. That's the thing. So I don't have priorities set. That's another thing. That's why it's so easy for me to jump from one thing to another. I don't have priorities set. I'm not clear on what I should be working on right now. So for instance, because I want to work on so many things and do so many things. First off, my problem is, Lord, I need to ask God, what do I need to be working on right now in this season? Because multitasking and not having clarity is no peace. And I've been praying for peace. I've really been praying for peace. And so when I sit down in front of the computer and I want to get things done, because I don't have things prioritized and I don't know what is of importance right now for me, I just go from thing to thing. So I could check on my It Works business 1 second, check it on my eSuite, order some product. Then in my mind, I'm like, okay, work on do some writing for a little bit. Then the next thing could be, pay this bill, check on this, do this. That's how my mind works. So actually, I need to get control of my mind. That's really what it is. Like, I just need to get control of my mind and learn. Like, that's why I'm reading this book, Switch on Your Brain, because it's really good. And I'm only in chapter 2, but it's talking about how we have free will and how our thoughts really rewires our brain. So negative thoughts, toxic thoughts, stress, frustration, anxiety, all this stuff we rewire, can't talk, our brain, and it puts our mind and our body in a state that we're not supposed to be in, because God wired us. So not only does our thoughts mess with our brain and our mind and our body, but also our, like, what we eat too. I mean, we all hear that enough, like what we eat. And just, anyway, the book talks about how God created us, and it backs it up with Bible, which is so amazing to me, because the answer is always right in front of us in the Bible. So I just need to get control of my thoughts. And when I tell myself from a place of peace and love and abundance that I have clarity, and I know what to do with my time, and I prioritize my time and schedule it out and just be wise. This is when you use wisdom. I know everything will fall into place, but it's a process and it takes time. Like, it really takes time. Look how yellow my eyes are, y'all. I don't know. Like, it really takes time to put good habits in place, and that's what I'm working on. So that's what happened in my day today. It's 3:30. So day one of not having the girls and actually reclaiming my time. But yes, and I know this is going to be important because I'm trying to build a multi-million-dollar insurance agency on top of other million-dollar businesses I'm working on building and leaving legacy for my children. So I know, because my problem is time management, I know that I won't be able to build the way that I need to. So this is my priority right now, managing my time properly and finding what works for me, doing what works for me. But it all starts with my mindset and my thoughts. It's all about rewiring my brain for positivity and abundance and from a place of love. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this vlog here today. I might be back tomorrow. I don't know, I might not vlog over the weekend. I'm going to a Mother's Day brunch tomorrow at my church, and then Sunday is Mother's Day, of course, so I will be in church. But I think I'm going to take the rest of the day and the weekend, because I don't have big plans for Mother's Day. So my husband is out of town. I'm going to have my kids, but we're not doing anything. So I'm going to take this weekend to really prioritize my stuff and get clarity on what I need to be working on. But I'm also going to be praying about it and asking God what is it that he wants me to do right now. Now that my time is free during the day, I need to know what God wants me to do, not what I have planned or what I would like to do, because what I realize is that my way doesn't always work. So I just need to stay before the Lord. But yeah, that's it. So for the second time, I'm going to end this vlog here. This is how my day went. But if you struggle with time and prioritizing things and getting clarity, if you even struggle with your thoughts and like mindset and stuff, just reach out to me on the Mommy Glowup on Instagram. I'm sorry if like this air is loud, but on the Mommy Glowup on Instagram, reach out to me, comment under this video. Another thing too is why I need to get control of my time, then I'm really gonna end this vlog, is that I notice like in my skin and stuff, like I'm always tired. And if I get control of my time and schedule out things, I won't be trying to work all throughout the day. I also have to get back to waking up early in the morning and doing things before the kids wake up, because yeah, I got to change my eating habits. That's one thing for sure, because I'm addicted to sugar, y'all. I'm aware. So I'm saying it out loud that I'm addicted to sugar because I'm aware and I'm about to change it. It's when you become aware and you admit that you have a problem, that's when you can get on the path to fixing it. So yes, I have to put a plan in place to cut sugar, because I feel like it's been getting worse. And then I believe that my body is so used to me eating snacks and stuff late at night that that's when I eat it. Like I can pretty much go without eating sugar all throughout the day, besides in my coffee. Or I might have like I ate a half a brownie earlier while I was in the library. But my brain triggers to have sugar late at night, and I'm talking like after 10, 11 o'clock at night, and this is what I have to break. So that's another priority for me, and another habit that I have to kick that's going to be hard. But I think I'm going to do this keto diet to kick the cravings, but change is not easy, but you got to commit if you want to do better with everything, including time. So until next time, remember to glow, remember to affirm yourself, remember to do what makes you happy. I'm a real mom with real children, with real life problems, and that's all I want to do is share. That's all I want to do is share. And I just want to document my journey. So even if people don't watch this or get anything out of it, it's about documenting what I'm going through, so I can look back on it and see how far I've come. So here's to your glow up.